Okay, everybody, in today's video we are actually going to be working on a Husqvarna 55. Um, this saw was made in 1998. I bought it used for 50 bucks. I did put a new Oregon bar and chain on it, and it did need a few other things, along with the recoil rope broke. And it also needed a stop switch, as you see right there. Um, Now, with that being said, before we start, and we're going to need to magnetize a screwdriver. Uh, can you magnetize any screwdriver? Pretty much yes, as long as it is actually real metal. We're going to do that by grabbing one of these that is made by General, and if you take it and if you rub it down the side of the plus side a few times, like so, it will magnetize it. And now, voila. That way, if you drop your screw, you're able to pick it back up. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the back side of this recoil. One thing that I do want to note, to make sure or to see if the recoil spring is actually broken, is you take it and you twist it. And if it, sorry, my hands ran away. But if you can take it and you can twist it and it bounces back, well, it's good. One thing that I did note about this saw, unlike a few other various brands, Steel, Echo, if you look right here, you have this nice little hump. If you see that right there. That should actually allow me to run the recoil rope through the starter. So what we're going to do, or at least what I like to do, is I like to get it started a little bit, get a few rotations in there, and let's bring that back over to that position. I am actually using steel 3mm rope on this, which should work out just fine. And one thing that you want to do before you actually change out your recoil rope is that you want to check this right here, and you want to make sure that there are no burrs or anything like that. If there are, then you're probably going to want to either just buy a new cover or see if you can source out this part. Usually you can find it on like repairclinic.com, maybe through the manufacturer, maybe a local dealer, or whatever. Take our rope, and now we run it through. And then what I like to do at this point is if you can successfully do that without taking the recoil disc off, because sometimes you have to do that, and that spring in there, well, we all know that that spring can be very, very scary. And then I'll just take some small needle nose locking pliers, lock that in place, tie my rope off in a knot, maybe we'll adjust that a little bit more. Now we can make ourselves a nice knot. There we go. Now that we have a nice knot, take it and kind of pull on it a little bit. Make sure it's good. Alright, with that being said, it is now good. Now we can unlock our pliers. And now we can start to wrap around there. Now that I've got it started a little bit, we're able to determine that there we are. And then sometimes what I like to do myself, retract that, just so we get it a little bit tighter. Oops. I think we might have a little bit too much on there, but that is okay. Take it, pull it out. Let it wind back in a little bit. And I would have to say right there is probably good enough. Now what I like to do is I like to take my locking pliers, lock them in place. Now we can take our handle, and you do see the hole in the center. Feed it through, feed it through, feed it through. Get that up. Get that out of the way. Take it and lock it down about right there. Now we might have just a little too much on there, so, and you should probably be maybe about 30 inches or so, give or take, but that's okay. We will get to about there. Lock it off, bring it down. Nope, actually, yeah. About right there is good. Now, usually what I like to do, take it, kind of pull it out a little bit. Get it to about right there. Take it and tie it off. Now I think we're good. We can cut up the rest of this rope. Oops, we need scissors. And there we go. And that is one way of doing a recoil without completely taking it apart and the spring popping out and everything going everywhere. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys. All right, bye.